Ifukile minjani wena?
Vanhu va na wona mati.
Mati awakona.
Vanhu va na wona mati. But welcome and welcome Deputy Minister, DG and all officials. But this is not the last meeting we are having because we must treat the issue of water like we did with electricity. But I think it's important that the President has now put it on top of the agenda of government, that we must not get into a crisis. So we thought, let's have this meeting just to get an update from you, Minister, Deputy Minister and the team, where things are.
We appreciate the fact that you allowed us to meet with you today. DP, first and foremost, we agree with your opening remarks that we must treat matters unusual. Water has been highlighted as priority number one, and therefore we must change gear and plug in to be priority number one.
We were meeting this afternoon because the President has indicated that the challenges of water and sanitation are now priority number one for the government. Minister of Water and Sanitation, Pemmy Majodina, and Deputy Minister Mashatile are on course managing this. We have looked at what the challenges are, what do we need to do, and in the coming week, we will be calling a meeting of the water task team where we are going to consolidate our approach to dealing with the issue of water and sanitation. We don't want it to become a crisis. The President is very clear that we must deal with this problem. It must not become a crisis. Some of the issues will need funding. Some it will be a question of leadership and how we run the institutions. But all those things are going to be looked at as a matter of agency. Even before SONA, we'll have clear plans on how we're implementing throughout the country, working with provinces and municipalities. But we are going to meet again in the coming week. We want to make sure that this matter is something that we address as a matter of agency.
We want to assure South Africans that in terms of water security, our water is in the balance. We are quite happy about our water resource. However, we are not happy about water reticulation and provision of water thereof. Hence, we came today in this meeting to ensure that we come up with a clear action plan. How do we ensure that each and every South African get water? Two, how do we support our municipalities that are struggling in terms of their revenue collection to be able to provide water? How do we ensure that we close leaks working with municipalities as well as disconnect all illegal connections, because that is causing us to consume more than we are expected to do as South Africans. So we want to work together with all stakeholders. We want to partnership with the private sector to say, let's take the country forward. Our growing economy and growing population has caused us more pressure in terms of water provision. We are very much concerned about water provision in the country. Hence, we are meeting and we are working with municipalities. We are working with COCTA. We are working with National Treasury as well as human settlement, because for them to develop houses, they depend on water. So we take this matter very serious, that water is not only about anything, but it is life.